With the Wilderness boss update that came out a few days ago, not only were all the previous bosses replaced, but the new bosses have some new hidden added mechanics. For example, Callisto has bear traps that stun you when you walk on top of them inside of his lair. Venenatus has minions that lower your stats and webs that deal constant damage when standing on them, but Vedion is by far the most broken. The new single-way combat Vedion has a hidden AoE damage mechanic which is 100% unavoidable if a few key requirements are in place. Essentially, the more players in the room, the more the AoE damage will spread. So if a player TBs you inside the room and then say freezes you, the AoE damage is going to be completely unavoidable since you can't move or teleport. Now, if you remember what I said previously, this damage stacks based on how many people are in the room, which makes this mechanic absolutely broken. Plans are now luring players into the cave, TBing them, freezing them, and then having all of their members log in to spam AoE damage from the boss, basically just one-hitting anybody based on how many people they have and nothing more. This mechanic is pretty messed up because it's supposed to be a single-way combat area. That means only people that are in combat with each other can fight. No one else can interfere. No PJers, no monsters, no nothing else. And of course, this is allowing players from the outside perspective in a single-way combat contribute to your death. Currently, a lot of streamers, myself included, have been targeted and made a victim to this method. So let's just take a quick look. I'll show you guys some clips and let's see how this works. Everything started outside the Vedion lair. I TP'd this guy that looked like a PVMer, but he also definitely looks like a rock character. He's got the pink sleeves, the beard, and all that jazz. So anyways, he goes inside the cave and starts tanking. So I'm just thinking this guy's trying to escape at this point, and I just pursue as I normally would. It's a single-way combat. I know the multi-lines. I'm not really too worried about being multi-lured, and realistically, there should be no cause for concern. As the fight continued, he ended up putting on a set of arms. He TB'd me, and I figured that since he's unskulled, this could just be a method of his way of anti-PKing. And then, once he pulled out the ZGS, everything changed. And that's how you get one hit inside the Vedion lair by 50 people that aren't even fighting you. So essentially, as you guys can see, the AoE damage stacked up because so many people were around me and I got absolutely obliterated. To be honest, I don't even blame them for doing this. I mean, at the end of the day, like, players are always going to abuse stuff like this, and realistically, it's on Jagex to release updates that don't have all these massive bugs and flaws, glitches and malfunctions, especially after it's been like 2 years in the making. So let's go and see what other streamers have died to this method, because so far this has been happening quite a bit. Here's a clip of my boy Eliot14, exact same scenario. He's inside the Vedion lair. He gets TB'd, ZGS spec'd, and I'm not gonna lie, he did a better job than I did tanking. I was kind of scared I was gonna get smited for my crossy or something like that. I had no idea what was going on, so I kind of just let myself die. But Eli, on the other hand, he tries to survive, and I'm not gonna lie, he actually almost made it. Yeah, that was rough. A couple more seconds and he would have had the opportunity to get outside the cave, but even then he would have been pretty much no food, and if he went back inside the tank, it could have been just as bad. Here's another clip where my friend Bikers was in the exact same scenario, exact same situation inside Vedion, and of course he gets hit by the same team doing the exact same method. And I don't know how many people these guys have gotten, but these are just the 3 people I know. I mean, this all happened in the span of like 2 hours, so they must be getting the random PKers, random streamers, and just completely oblivious people left, right, and center with this method, because I mean, there's really nothing to it. Also, guys, I am working on a Voidwalker / Karasi, whatever you want to call it, PK video that is going to be coming out soon. I have all the clips. I just don't really have the time to edit right now. I'm spending so much time streaming and trying to PK and have fun while the Wilderness is still active. But I'm sure you guys already know, and some people have already seen it on Reese's video. He did actually end up killing me for the very first Karasi in the game. I believe I bought this one for about 700 mil, and then I also died for it, plus all my other gear. So it was a pretty big death. Fair play to him. You know, he outplayed me, definitely got a really nice kill, had some really nice RNG, really nice combo. And of course, Reese is also a really good PKer, but People kept asking me to upload the video. I mean, I already planned on doing that, but since this is basically a pack watch video where it's just a whole bunch of deaths, decided why not just to throw it in here so you guys can have some extra entertainment. Oh, he actually got me. Good fight. Well, there we go. We lost it all, boys. Yeah, that one kind of stung, but it is what it is. Good fight to Mr. Reese. All right, I re-geared after the death. I grabbed Missouri this time instead of Crystal, and of course the ZCB instead of the Bofa. Grabbed another Crossy, more ancestral, and then I headed over to Callisto, and I found this guy who was 109 combat, basically anti-PKing. I mean, it was pretty obvious. He's skulled up and everything. Oh my god, he actually... Yo, chat, this is not a good day for Abyss, bro. Yeah, a couple hours later, we died for an even bigger set. I didn't really think it was possible, but yeah, we got messed up, man. So we're down a couple bill. We're going to be rebuilding. We're going to be making all that money back. I already have all my gear back. Everything's completely fine. I have enough money to cover all this stuff. I'm just having fun PKing because the Wilderness is actually active for once. But I do really think that the Karasi does need a bit of a nerf. I mean, it's a little bit too OP. It hits extremely accurately, even through prayer. The old Karasi was nothing like this. I used the old Karasi from the day it came out to the day I quit regular pre-OC RuneScape. And I'm telling you, the Karasi was never this strong. So I'm expecting a nerf to come pretty soon. It's just way too OP. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be dropping a full Karasi PKing video soon. This is, I guess, the bloopers video for that. I don't really know what to call this. It's just a bunch of random L's, I guess, since the Wilderness update came out. And yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy. I know this isn't my usual content, but this stuff happens as a game at the end of the day. And yeah, as long as you guys had some enjoyment, I mean, then my job here is done.